Hello to all of our beautiful listeners. My name is Wilson, and today I'm joined back by a good friend called Billy 先生. That's
Billy Gates.
basically that 先生 basically means Mr. in Mandarin. So
Okay.
yes, Mr. Billy 先生. How are you doing today?
Oh, good. Although I wish to be a doctor and be a president too, so I can become Doctor President.
Wow, that's something I didn't expect to hear today. Um, no, because
You
that
see,
it's
political have layers too, you know.
yeah, okay, sure. Except that the potato is grown in the west fields of Minnesota. Sorry, no, Idaho. Sorry, Idaho. There you go, Idaho.
I don't know shit about the states.
Yeah, so we probably have ancestors all the way from America. You never know.
Hmm.
Very delicious. Anyway, coming back to America, we have seen this film called Saving Face, which is a very Asian thing to do. It's a very Asian term. That's actually still prevalent even until today. This is a film with So there is actually a main character here. Her name is what's her name again? Joanne. Oh God, I forgot her name.
Yes, her name is actually Will.
Her name is Will. Really?
Wilhelmia, yeah. Her character.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're
What?
kidding,
You want to
kidding,
check the IMDb page?
kidding me.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
did
oh
you
yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Will Pang.
Will Pang. When you say that out loud, it sounds a bit ridiculous.
Will Pang.
Will Pang.
Okay, yeah. So Will Pang, who is played by Michelle Crusake, a Taiwanese American woman. I don't want to judge Miss Michelle here, but your last name is not really a very common Asian, as in a very common Asian surname, or maybe I'm just a completely peasant here who doesn't know the more elite classes. Ugh. Anyway, so there's her. She plays actually in the movie she is playing a gay character. But then we come to learn that I think 30 minutes into the film.
I thought like the mom will be a side character, and
Yeah.
then that's her own subplot anyway. This is
Yeah.
a coming out story, but I didn't expect this is a coming out story, two coming out story running at the same time.
Yeah, for two completely different reasons.
So
Okay.
but yeah, I love it.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about the main plot. So yeah, the
mom.
daughter Wang Pang, she works as a nurse during the day, and she has a mom who apparently, out of nowhere, she is pregnant.
Even though she's 48 years old.
Her age is but hey, the woman's still fresh. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so yes, she's pregnant, and the thing is that in the film, we don't know who's the husband.
Yeah, she refused to tell.
She refused to tell until the very end, which is which will come back, which will get there soon. But the thing is here, right? I actually really wish that the film just focused solely on her journey instead of like the daughter, surprisingly. Because the thing is,
Really?
yeah, because the thing is that I somehow can sympathize with her, like the mom way more compared to the daughter. I think it's because maybe because of this is 2023, right? And we have a lot more LGBTQ media, or at the very least like LGBTQ representation in media. So this kind of story is not as like wow, that's something that I've never seen before. And
Yeah.
and the thing is that
So remember, the movie is quite old, right? Granted, it's probably revolutionary back then. I don't know, like the contemporary reception of this movie.
it won a lot of like local awards. I mean, I don't think it's like Oscar. I don't think it won any Oscars, but this is like
Of course, it
for
didn't.
for an indie film. It's
Everything
pretty
Ever
good.
All at Once is the first film that won Oscar with Asian leading performer.
A female, right? A female Asian leading performer. An Asian
Wait,
film,
yeah,
an Asian film, Asian leading performer, to be more
yeah,
specific.
Asian lead
Yeah,
performer. Yeah,
yeah.
there.
But hey, I'm not saying it that I'm not saying the subplot is bad, because it's still very good. I think the main issue is that it's just kind of like, okay, this is a couple, but I don't really learn a lot about them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do
You know?
agree. I just know that Lin Chen, who play as Vivian, right?
Yeah,
The dancer,
yeah,
she's hot, right?
yeah.
And she's very seductive around Will.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
all I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's all I know. I don't
She's
know
really
anything else
good.
about
She's
her.
really good at seducing people. Not just her, but like just people.
I mean, we haven't seen her seduce anyone else except Will, but that's it. That's all we know. So yeah, you're right. She's not very well written. Well written. I suppose she's just a vehicle to carry the plot, right? Just to
She's
push the
not
plot along.
terrible. It's not so terrible. It's like, okay, this is
Yeah, very one note, right? She's gay. She wants to dance. Was she finally got later on, right? She finally got an offer to dance ballerina in Paris, but honestly, she loved dance modern. That's all we know about her.
But the thing is here, like this is like where the film like, excels in. So whenever it like the focuses on like the mom's like, like her stress of like dealing with all this shit. So the first thing is that, okay, she got pregnant, but the thing is, when we found out, is through a phone call from like one of the aunties. Is that right?
No, from her own mom.
Oh yeah, sorry, from
Mom, yeah.
her own mom. Got so many Asian women. Anyway, I suck. Why am I trying to sound like a bit racist here? Anyway, I didn't mean to do
Or
that.
an Asian potato.
Anyway, so the mom found, so the mom who actually tells like the daughter that she's pregnant, and then when when the dad found out, then the dad basically kicked his daughter, which is Wang's mom, out of the house, and then she's forced to live with her daughter in like her little NYC apartment, which today, for that kind of apartment, is a freaking privilege, bro. Seriously, that's a very good apartment for like 2023. That could cost you at least $1 million at least. Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound like a lunatic today, but
You make it sound really personal.
I mean, I think it's because I can relate to this kind of this kind of like struggle. I mean, obviously no, I'm not pregnant or anything, but just that like seeing your own family disapproving you, and then you have like disagreements, and then like eventually you have to kind of say, okay, well, I gotta have to do something, for myself. But the thing is, like at the first stage of that, you basically are like in the stage of like denial and a bit of that, it's like, oh yeah, and it's not a big deal. I wanna just kind of just like eat my pain away, that kind of thing. That's not like she's been like watching like porn. She's watching porn, remember?
Yeah. You reckon that's her first time watching porn? Probably, right?
I have a
She
feeling.
started doing porn craving.
I have a feeling. Yeah. So she's like porn, and then like she's been like binging through like so many operas with like Wang's black neighbor.
Yeah, Jay.
Together.
Okay.
I love that one scene where like these three together in this
Yeah,
in
eating
the
on
sofa.
the table, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, before that, right? Like because she was a bit racist, right? Because she's very misinformed.
Yeah.
They're having dinner together, and then
Yeah.
Jay keeps adding soy sauce to his food, and like she said in Chinese, and so Jay couldn't understand. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to eat soy sauce. Otherwise, my baby will be black. Like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
yeah. Like I had a very like guilty laughter, like ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha. Like, oh, so misinformed, but I feel bad for laughing. But man, later on, right, where they're actually sitting down on the sofa watching the soap opera together, I burst out laughing so hard. Like that's actually pure gold.
Mm.
Uh, who know that you can bond over soap operas, right?
Yes. While eating what, KFC? Is it? I think eating KFC, or is it like homemade chicken? I think it's KFC.
Although honestly, that scene is a bit confusing afterward because even Will got sucked into the soap opera,
Oh
but
yeah.
and then she kind of refused picking up Vivian's call.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was wondering, is it because she's not picking up? Is it because of what Vivian's dad told her? Because basically like, yeah, get away from Vivian, you're ruining her dream. I mean, he said it nicely, but
Mm,
basically
mm,
that's
mm,
the spirit. Or
mm,
she actually gets sucked into the soap opera. I have no
mm,
idea.
mm. And also it's quite realistic as well in the fact that when Wang, right, when she can finally confess to her mom that, oh, I'm gay, the first thing the mom tells her is like,
Why you call her
uh
Wang? It's Will. Will Pang.
oh god, those so bad with names. Will, yeah. If when Will, not you, Will, when this female Will confessed to her mom, Pang, Mrs. Pang, okay. um, why am I why am I such an idiot today? Anyway, um, when she confessed to her mom,
You
and sorry,
you eat enough potassium.
I think so.
All right, go on,
I hope
confess.
so. Yeah. So when she confessed to her mom, and I think I remember like her mom saying that, oh yeah, she didn't say she didn't say like you're not my daughter. She just said like, my daughter cannot be gay, like something like that, right?
Yeah,
And
because the
then
thing is, like, yeah,
mm,
because Will said something like, "I love you, mom, and I'm gay," and like, how could you say those two things in a
yes,
single sentence, right? Yeah.
yes. And the thing is that the mom's reaction is also very realistic because that's definitely what I would expect to hear from someone like her. Oh, that's like yes. Um,
Mm, mm,
and actually it makes like it makes like Will to have like this little um like this dilemma of like, oh yeah, should I continue chasing Vivian and like, hopefully maybe together we'll be together, have a
mm, mm,
happily ever after, or do I have to just like let her go and like find a find a guy who is who does, I don't know, who's a doctor, or a law, who's doing law, that kind of thing. But I think where adventure happens is she she kind of lets Vivian go. Like she didn't contact Vivian for like what, like
3 months.
weeks? Oh, it's months. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, and then I find Vivian's like when they basically met together again at like that park. Um, I find her reaction is also, it's like, huh.
Oh, wait, in the
She
gathering.
no. Remember
Oh,
like
you.
that scene? Yeah, like the second time when they were like sitting on the bench. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I find her reaction to be like, huh, that's I expect to be there's like more drama, but okay, that's, you're just gonna walk away, huh? Okay.
it's a. I mean, I suppose that's more realistic, right? A more subdued reaction.
I think for her character it makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe because like it is from 2004, so I think maybe I'm expecting a bit more, soap opera, like drama. It's like, why are you doing this? How would you leave me alone? That kind of thing. But surprisingly, they don't do that,
Mm.
and I'm kind of like, I'm happy, but also same time like disappointed. you know, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Uh,
Oh god. Yeah, so what do you think about the whole movie? Sorry, but let you talk for like the whole like what? Oh
right.
god,
Hang
20
on, hang on, hang
minutes.
on, hang on. But we need to talk about how right, basically the reveal of the mother's lover.
Oh Oh yes, yes. Okay, let's talk about this one now. Yeah. So any thoughts about that?
I guess they just go for a shock factor really, and try to contrast with Will's relationship, with her gay relationship. Even in this case, her mom is not gay or anything. I mean, of course, because she's
It's
pregnant, but
uh-huh.
a very young guy. It's a character that we've been seeing throughout the whole movie.
Yes, yes. The guy who delivers
Yeah,
like what, like Chinese medicine, like in
yeah,
in this like mail package. Yeah, yeah. Like this delivery package, and then like she just like he keeps on having to chase after just after Will, like when she's like leaving from work. It's like, hey, don't forget this for your mom. It's like it's really good for her strength, for her stamina, and like don't forget like her this one. She I put like some you know I don't know, like some muscle cram or something. So the thing is like I think if I watch it again, it's actually way more obvious. But the thing is like when they actually reveal that it is him, it's not like oh wow, it's a shock factor. Oh wow, what a plot twist. And then when you're thinking about it, oh, it doesn't make sense. But actually in this case, it actually really does make sense.
I didn't catch any of the foreshadowing. Like, what did you catch?
Because the thing is that why would you? It's like, how do you say this? Um. Okay, so okay, the very first thing is that he keeps on having to catch up to Will to give her that, right. Um, I think it's like almost every single day. If I'm assuming, or at least like once,
Yeah,
at least like once a week.
yeah,
Yeah, and he really, and like the way he basically like ask Will about like her mom's well-being, and also basically telling her like, oh, she needs to take this, she needs to take that. It's like it's almost as if, like, oh yeah, that's basically how my mom basically, tells me that, oh, when you're sick, you need to take this medicine, take that medicine, do not mix it up. You need to take this like in the morning and at night, that kind of thing. So it's like it's like a lot of attention to one person. So that in itself is it's a pretty big clue. It's not very super obvious for like, oh yeah, I'm very interested, I love this person, but it's a pretty big one.
yeah. Because from what I catch, right, I thought that he's interested in Will. It's just that the way he expressed his interest is weird.
Yeah. So the thing is like, so like when like I think like the second or third time when I see him, was like, yeah, this guy's not interested with you, sis. Just like, like that, like this is like definitely like a no because like, obviously I have like romantic partners as well. So I know that, okay, this is that he definitely do not have romantic feelings for this person, because if he does, he's gonna act very differently, right? It's like when you're like the first time when you see your romantic partner, let's say like the first few weeks, you're definitely gonna be a bit nervous, like for sure. I'd be very, very nervous. But the way he approached her is like, it's as if like they're like already friends, like, oh, that's a bit weird. So
Oh wait,
right.
no, no mention about it. Isn't there one scene where her mother is waiting for Will at the subway station, and then she said that
Oh
she's just
yeah,
like want to keep
yes,
her safe?
yes, that's also a really
Right.
big clue. Yeah, that's also a really big clue.
Yeah.
So
But that only happened once, right? Didn't happen again afterwards. So
mm,
maybe,
mm, 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 mm.
yeah.
But I no yeah no we saw that once, but I'm assuming she has done that a few times. I'm very, very sure. I'm very sure. Yeah. Um, because otherwise, like obviously you want to see like your lover, right? As much as possible.
Yeah.
So,
Even though keep it hush. Yeah.
but hey, I'm glad it works out for them. Even though, honestly
Yeah.
speaking, in the
Wedding
ending,
crasher tropes.
sorry,
Wedding crashing tropes. Just the
wedding
wedding.
crash. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's just that cliche like, stop the wedding! You can't marry that man.
Oh yeah, actually, I find like the ending, like the endings, like the way they basically tie everything like to like this bow. It's a bit too convenient. It's a bit too
Oh,
convenient.
you mean the 3 months time skip?
Yeah. It's like, oh wow, Vivian came back to New York. Like, what? I thought you were in France. What?
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I have a feeling it's yes, it's a bit rushed, and probably they just want to have a happy ending.
Hmm.
But I wonder if they just it's probably a rewrite or something because it feels so disjointed from the rest of the film.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel it's probably I think who's the distributor? I think it's Sony if I'm mistaken. It's like so basically like so one of the producers. I think it's Will Smith. Is like, hey guys, you gotta make the film more marketable. You gotta give a bit of that jiggy witty. Say.
Have a shock ending.
No, not
Oh,
shock. It's not shock ending. I'm talking about like you gotta tie everything up into this amazing little wholesome story, and then this is like what they basically came up with, and I'm like, oh no.
yeah.
I mean, it's sweet. Sweet. It's just that I don't know. I mean, I think for the mom, I would love her to be happy with her boyfriend,
Yeah.
but I think for I think for Will it's a bit like okay.
Yeah. Here's my take on it, right? Because the thing is, Vivian asks Will to profess her love to
Yeah.
Vivian in the airport, right? Just kiss
Yeah.
her in the airport, and then like
Yeah.
Will is just hesitant, right?
Yeah.
And she just didn't go for it, and she said, "I love you" too late.
Yes.
Now the thing is that happened in the airport, right?
Yeah.
And come to think about it, I think if they had done it in the Asian gathering party, right? I think there'll be much more. It ties more of the knot together, that showing that she doesn't give a shit because who give a shit of what people think in the airport? But of course, you might give a shit of some people that you meet on a regular basis, right? But I just wonder that if only they can write it, like much more tight knit together.
Mm.
Basically, like cut the airport scene and then replace it, and then just basically get the scene in that Asian gathering party.
Oh yeah,
But the
yeah,
thing is,
yeah, yeah.
I can't think of any way for them to actually transition that way after crashing a wedding. Then of course it'll be a shock, right?
Mm.
Then how do you get them to that Asian gathering party straight away? Or I suppose they can just kiss together in her mom's wedding. Maybe,
Oh.
maybe think about it, right? Maybe they'll work better. I'm just theory crafting right now. But yeah, that's the thing. I wonder because remember this movie came out in the early 2000s where the trope of uh like the okay, here's the thing, right? The guy, it's always the guy, and in this case, I think Will is the more masculine one, right?
Yeah.
In the relationship, chase after the girl in the
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common cliche, right?
Oh yeah. Let's don't forget about the way they like the way basically the whoever does the costume department, the way they dress Will is like, okay, this is a I mean I've seen girls dressed like this, but I think this is a bit like okay. I think
Yeah, a bit tomboyish, right?
yeah. It's like they intentionally trying to make her tomboy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, right, isn't it in
and
the
and
backstory,
it's,
right?
and it's like down to like, oh god, this is a bit like silly.
That's all right. I think
Yeah.
like people dress however they want. I mean, I've seen people. I've known some people who actually dress like that.
Yeah, but
A
then
lot of
like,
them.
but that's also weird because at the very beginning you can see her like that's like her skincare routine.
But man, being a tomboy girl is harsh, man. Like, you just do what you do, but then you want to be pretty at the same time. Kind of conflict.
Does she want to
Probably
be? Does she
conflict
want
with
to be
what you
pretty?
do.
I don't think there's like a montage of her like putting on like makeup.
Uh, I'm sure there's a lot of movie like that. I mean, here's the thing.
Oh
Movies actually, how to put this? It's probably can relate to some people. Or at first, like because it's so mundane, right? Shows the
yeah.
some mundane aspect of life. That's why it feels
Mm,
more it hits closer to the heart
mm.
compared to like the more melodramatic other film. Actually, I don't know. Like I feel like the more I think about this film, because we're talking, right, the more I notice a bit of flaw in the writing. Because remember, there's this one point
Mm.
where Will was so busy at work
Yeah.
that she missed Vivian's birthday, and then
Mm.
she didn't get to see Vivian's friend, and so
Oh
like it's
yeah,
as if
you're
like
right.
she's avoiding.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think if you want to, if the story wants to go for that angle, that she's a bit uncomfortable of coming out of the closet, then
Yeah.
she shouldn't be busy, right? She can go, but then she's hesitant. Yeah, yeah. Maybe if it's like written in a bit differently, because I think that's both of her story arc. It's just that
Can I
just
be honest? I think
yeah.
I would love this movie way more if it's actually like the main character is actually the mom instead of instead of Will.
Um, I
I
suppose I
think
understand the.
I think it will work with the film like way better because
I do agree. I do agree. Like
yeah
because her mom struggle, right, is definitely way more than what Will's struggling. Even though it'll be interesting to make the mom take the center stage compared
yeah
to Will,
yeah
I have a feeling it won't be as marketable
yeah
because think
that's
about it, right?
the
Yeah,
okay yeah let's talk about this one, right? So yeah, I think a lot of like the marketing materials of like from the trailers to the except the poster for some reason, so that the trailers and like all this stuff like going on, um it's trying to even I think if you go on like Amazon for like Amazon Prime Video, and it's not included with Prime by the way, but you can technically like pay like what $3 like to rent the movie, but it's not. I mean, it's not a lot. Honestly. It's like nothing. Anyway, so I think if you read like the description, it's basically describing like the lesbian romance, and actually there's technically two like yeah like we said there's two plots. And I actually really wish like the mom's plot would be the one in the description, so like the lesbian one. But you know,
yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
lesbian one gets more clicks, so there you have it.
And that's the thing, right? The lesbian plot, technically, aside from like basically, social indifferent, like basically like social cultural issue, um, it's almost goes very flawlessly because the thing is both Will and Vivian like each other,
Yeah.
and they kiss very early on, right? They develop the
Mm.
relationship, and the thing is Vivian wants to come out, she's willing to, right?
Oh yeah.
The problem is just will. So the thing is, I feel like that's a bit weak
Mm. Mm.
because the thing is the struggle that they're facing is not that much.
Yeah. It's not that much. But I think I can also understand because I mean I'm not being a sexist. It's just like it's just a fact because like women are technically more like they latch onto like their emotions like much more prominently more than men. So I
Mhm.
understand that it feels much harder for them to like okay, hey guys, I'm gay, okay, would you please accept me, that kind of thing, so obviously they're gonna feel really uncomfortable compared to like let's say if I don't know some other dimension that I'm gay and I've come out, right, that kind of thing. If I were to be able to kind of like adjust a little bit, like adjust the script like a little bit more, so there's more focus with the mom and her her daughter relationship together, like trying to like kind of survive. While the mom actually is like trying to think, okay, how am I gonna get this, get this baby to have like some sort of a good life, like kind of without a dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that would work with the film like much better compared to what we have now. But it doesn't mean the film that we have watched is bad.
yeah. I like the
I think it's
comedy.
pretty
It's quite
decent.
funny. Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah, there are a few funny moments.
Oh yeah. Even
Um,
I wouldn't say it's a comedy though. It's not a rom com.
yeah, it's not a rom com. Not
No. Let's talk about a bit of the trivia. So this film is directed by Alice Wu. Um, Actually, later I might recommend a film that we might want to see. It's not a film
Brokeback
that it's not
Mountain.
the what? No, wait, did she direct that? No, right?
Oh no, but it has a similar theme, I guess.
No. This film, right? Savvy Face. I think I read somewhere like it's technically loosely based on her own personal experience, being in like in NYC. If I'm not mistaken, she's actually like a non straight person. I could be wrong, but I mean technically it is. I mean it does reflect the film, and I think also it's kind of going back with like the mom's character is also kind of based on her real mom as well. So that within of itself is like okay, maybe someday I might check out if she has written any autobiographical books. I might go ahead and get the audible version. and listen to it when I'm, going to school, going to work.
You can get a discount on Audible using the sponsor code below. Nah, I wish.
Nah,
We
I
don't
wish.
have it yet.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
Yeah. So there's that, and oh yeah. Another thing I read about the trivia, right? So, should Michelle? I cannot pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Michelle Krusake.
Yeah.
So there's this one particular scene in the film that where actually
It's a sex scene.
her and Lin Chan, yeah, they basically make out. But the thing is, like, I think I read somewhere, like, in reality they're really like, at least Michelle is very uncomfortable, because I think that's like one of her first sex scenes. And I think I also checked out like one of the it's not an interview. So basically these two actors, they have a like little reunion, and they watch it with like another, like they watch it get together with like these bunch of YouTubers watching this film that they made like many years ago. And then Lin Chen said that, oh yeah, that's my first nude scene as well. I was like, oh really? Oh yeah. I was like, oh okay. So technically I can imagine like they're both pretty uncomfortable with like doing this, even though it's just like what, 20 minutes to like film. But yeah, I can imagine like, oof, it's like you see it in film, but then you see in real life. But then when you see like behind the scenes, like it's completely different. So yeah, really salute to these actresses. They really got like some really big balls to do this.
Big imaginary balls.
Big imaginary balls. Okay.
What's up?
Yeah. Oh
kudos to
god.
them.
Yeah. Oh god. And also, right, in case you didn't know, I think if people are familiar with Twin Peaks, do you know Twin Peaks?
Yep, I've heard of them.
Yep. Okay. So that series with Mr. David Lynch, the actress of the mom, right? She's actually one of the characters in that series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just realized that's why, like, when I was looking at them, I was like, why is her face so familiar? Why have I seen her before? Like, damn, she actually looks really good for her age, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure she's
no.
actually
Honestly,
way
like she looks really good for her age. Even like
No. But actually, I think in the film, right? Her age is actually portrayed to be older, because she's actually younger at the time of shooting. Because I think, where is it? I was reading somewhere, right? She's actually so she's actually 61 years old. So
now.
minus by 20 years, well, almost 20 years ago, right? So
Okay.
that means she's basically 41. So she's not 48.
Oh, I mean, it's not very far either.
It's not far, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's about it. Anything else you wanna spit out?
I like this film. I mean, it's still fun, and some of them are relatable. But that's the thing, right? There now, as we discussed, there are a few flaws still. So I'll say I like it. Not love it, no, like, oh, super love or anything. Just like,
I mean, I've seen better ones anyway, and I think I can recommend like a few. Let's say I think technically I prefer Love, Simon compared to this. If you wanna like see like a little bit of a sort of, yeah, I think that's a little bit of a better film, because like it is like the main focus, and they don't really kind of like brush up like a lot of things. Like, oh yeah, he's gay. Just oh yeah, he's struggling. It's fine. His parents will support it at the end. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah, you see the dad is giving him like all the is giving me like a new car, financing him like fully for his college. No. So. Yeah, good movie. Would recommend it for, not for everybody actually. I would recommend if people want to see a decent Asian American film. That's for sure.
I mean, is Everything Ever All at Once will always be your number one pick? For Asian American
Definitely. That is the Fucking masterpiece, bro. That is mwah, you know, chef's kiss. Mwah. I'm doing the hand gesture now. I mean, obviously you cannot see it, but mwah.
You know, by the way, for a dear listener, right? Just yesterday, I hosted a watch party.
Oh,
Yeah, to have people watch everything everywhere all at
it's
once.
awesome.
For people who haven't watched it, so more people will know about this
Mm,
awesome movie, and of
mm.
course they love it. Of course.
Any highlights?
Any highlights? And just I think the fact that we're watching at home, not in
Mm,
cinema, so everyone
mm.
can talk.
No.
Right?
Oh, that's
I think it's
that sucks though. Like talking over
kind
the
of
movie.
sucks, but you know, you can't help it. Let people enjoy it in their own way. At least they don't talk too much. But yeah,
Okay.
they actually someone actually pointed out like, why are we so silent during the rock scene?
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I told her, do you know when I was right? It's just all
But
right.
yeah,
Anyway,
check a review. Check our review on that. We have it on our channel.
yeah.
Don't miss it. But yeah, yeah. Very good. I'm very glad actually your friends really enjoy that film because like I think I said before, it's one of those movies where you can enjoy it as a popcorn flick, but also you can also enjoy it as like, you know, if you wanna, you know, think of like the deeper philosophical meaning of, you know, the first and second generation trauma or things like this. Yeah.
Yeah, and then coming out, and also like, what is the meaning of life? Actually, that's the thing, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that film also has a coming out subplot, and I actually think it's better than this.
yes. I mean, I guess
Okay.
from now on,
Sorry.
we always talk about that movie at the end of our podcast.
Yes, that's how good the movie is. You see, that's how fucking good it is. Oh god. Anyway, I think the next episode, let's do the Joy Luck Club, which actually is there is a bit of that cameo when the mom is looking through like a bunch, like when the mom is going through like this porn video shop, and there's like
No,
this
no, it's not
little.
porn video shop. It's just normal video shop, but there's barely any Asian selection. And then, wait, is the porn video selection that they have is it all have Asian actresses, or it's just porn in general?
I think there's a porn section, right? And
Yeah,
then
but is it like Asian face or something?
I think no, because like I think you need to keep in mind because like this is like during the time when America thinks that, oh yeah, let's just put like a bunch of Chinese ornaments on our gals and, you know, dress them up, you know, like more of like
Uh,
the quote unquote Asian, that makes sense. Like they don't really understand, you know, the actual culture itself, which, you know, thankfully now we do.
the
But
mysterious Orientals.
yeah, yeah. Oh god, okay. Let's just stop there. You made my heart jump a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's a bit of that cameo of like the Joy Luck Club like DVD. I think it's like this pirated DVD cover.
Actually, it might be pirated, but yes.
I think on the set it's actually pirated, but I think they just keep it in because like, hey, you know, this is a little movie here. Yeah. Well, what's that? What's that? You can find this movie Saving Face on Amazon. Like I said, I don't think you can find it on Netflix, but I might be wrong. Um, but yes, thank you for watching. And where can they find us, Billy?
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And for our content, right, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Podbeans.
Very nice. I want to eat some beans now.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, see you guys.
Bye bye.